with Nerdette's NewsStand, and last night I watched the little 8-minute video of Ricky Gervais when it comes to the Golden Globes. And I do want to talk about a couple different things in the Golden Globes, but my God, that is going to take the cake of this video. I woke up this morning thinking about it, freaking toddled my little ass out to the couch with my Snuggie and my messed up pigtails. Yeah, see that picture? That's not what girls look like in the morning. I work afternoon, so I never take pictures in the morning. I'm a mess. But I'm still thinking about how fucking hilarious it is. I have the monologue here, but before I get into the Ricky Gervais stuff, if you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. As always, if you enjoy this type of content, make sure to hit that like button, and there are links in the description to support the channel by leaving a like, a comment, any of those things. I appreciate it, each and every single one of you. Now let's talk Golden Globes. So before I get into Ricky Gervais, I want to talk about the fact that the Joker won, and I am so excited for this. Now, I did watch Joaquin Phoenix's speech, and he kind of called out celebrities for not practicing what they preach. So, you know, I have a lot of respect for Joaquin Phoenix. He's been a vegan for a very long time. Just please stop lecturing me, celebrities, on climate change and everything else. I'm really sick of hearing it. I just kind of checked out. Not only that, what's her name? Michelle Williams, the girl from Dawson Creek. That's how I know her. Sit there and talk about my body, my choice. Oh my God. Yeah, well, you know what? I'm not going to get into it. I could make a whole video on how she's ridiculous. And there's some girl like in the audience crying over her speech. I'm like, seriously? She's an actress. She's an actress. She can ramp it up a little bit. Quit crying over some girl's my body, my freaking choice thing. What about the baby's body? Anyway, we're going to talk about Ricky Gervais. And I did pull up the monologue because I'm pretty sure if I show the video, they're going to take my video, which is fine. They can have my 3 cents. But it makes it a lot harder for me to edit too. So I did like the fact that he is going to, and I'm going to kind of go through this, but he does call out the hypocrisy within Hollywood. I'm honestly going to say my favorite part of this entire thing was the Ronan Farrow stuff. I used to have a crush on Ronan Farrow. I don't know, like now he kind of looks like a Ken doll, but I used to think he was so cute. I don't like pretty boys at all either, and I'm like, what was I thinking? That was also like when I was voting for Obama and kind of a bit of a lefty. Not that bad, I swear, not that bad. Anyways, so he does talk about the fact that Kevin Hart lost his Oscars job, and yet he still kept his job. Now, if you remember, Kevin Hart lost it over some supposedly homophobic tweets. Now, they weren't, like they really weren't, but of course, you know, the Twitterati came for him anyways. And in the past few weeks, we've seen a lot of pushback from Ricky Gervais as far he's not transphobic whatsoever, but that's what he's being called because he's talking in defense of what is her name? J.K. Rowling. I can't think of her name. I was gonna say Harry Potter chick, but I figured it out. Yeah, it's just it's a non-controversy. I feel like at some point the pendulum has shifted, and we're getting a little bit away from that woke culture, and it's really nice to see. And if you haven't seen this video yet, I will link it in the description. Remember, Ricky Gervais is one of those lefty morons. He's just not crazy. That's the difference. Ricky Gervais is very liberal-minded. Most of what he says is liberal-minded. He is just not insane. He is not as far left as these other people, but he is not conservative. Make that distinction because he is very, very liberal. But when it comes comparatively to most people in Hollywood, I guess you could say he's not. I just think this entire thing was so funny. Like, not only that, but he calls out Felicity Huffman. If you remember, like, she had some issue with the college campus and her daughter, basically, and being bribed for the college campus. Like, totally, like, I get it, but the funniest thing, like, honestly, the entire thing that took the cake was, well, two parts. That when he says they're all terrified of Ronan Farrow. Like, did you see the looks within the audience? I love looking at Tom Hanks the entire time because, my God, he's offended, like, the entire time. Like, there were people laughing, don't get me wrong, but there were also people like, oh my God, how could he? He is the worst. No! They're realizing the hypocrisy of it. And then he does talk about the different categories. He talks about the diversity issue, and he says they were going to do an in memorandum, but it wasn't diverse enough. Like, not enough people of color died. Like, really? My God, it's so funny. Second favorite part of the night was, and I gotta be careful how I say this, and I will show it on the screen, the monologue, but I'm trying to be better with my videos. My channel is at a really bad growth decline, so I'm trying to be better with what I say. I'm just really bad about being better with what I say, so it's probably not going to actually happen. I've been saying this for weeks, and I just still say what I want. When he talks about Afterlife, Netflix show, right? It's something I've never seen. I'm not a huge movie person. I would rather read. But he talks about, you know, spoiler alert, there's gonna be a second season because he didn't die, or he didn't kill himself, and neither did Jeffrey Epstein. I literally laughed out loud. Like, we know what really happened. We know, we don't know what really happened, but we really know without much doubt that Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill himself. And you've seen this around even some of the other accusers within the Me Too movement lately. They're like, oh, this person's, what was it? Plastic surgeon, Jeffrey Epstein's plastic surgeon randomly died. I'm like, yeah, I bet he did. I bet it was totally accident too. Like, no, quit playing. We're not fucking stupid. So, another part that I really, really liked, they did cover the fact that a lot of these movies have turned into Cape Crusader movies. Like, yeah, that's a lot of the Marvel formulaic. But then Joker won, which is totally awesome because it's not a hero movie. It's literally a villain movie, and it worked out really well. So, he talks a little bit about Prince Andrews. Like, Prince Andrews needs to shut up. Like, Prince Andrews is best friends with Jeffrey Epstein, was best friends with Jeffrey Epstein. And he relates Leonardo DiCaprio to it. Like, I would be shitting bricks if I was Leonardo DiCaprio right now. Like, that's another guy I used to have a crush on. Regardless. I grew up in that, like, Titanic was big phase, and then he was, like, Zorro or something like that. I don't remember exactly, but I grew up when, like, he was really big, and I was like, yes, he's so pretty. And now I'm like, God, he's so pretty. I can't stand to look at him. He does also talk about one more part I wanted to talk about. So he's talking about how this is his last time, right? And then he talks about Apple roared the TV game with a morning show, and he says, this show is all about integrity and doing what's right. And then Apple runs sweatshops in China's. You say you're woke, but the companies you work for in China, unbelievable. Amazon, Disney, Apple, if ISIS, oh God, this video is gonna be so bad, started a streaming service, you'd call your agent, wouldn't you? Like, all of these people in Hollywood say that they are this woke, they are not only woke, but they have integrity. They do what's right for the American people. They know what's right for us. Yet they work for these companies that are literally run by not only pedophiles, but people that exploit children, exploit child labor. Like, quit playing. You literally don't practice what you preach. And I'm not saying most people aren't like that, because everybody is human. But when it's a constant thing within Hollywood, quit trying to tell me how much better you are than me, because you are not even in the slightest. So, as he ends the monologue here, he says, so if you do win an award tonight, don't use it as a platform to make a political speech. You're in no position to lecture the public about anything. Fucking perfect! Right? Like, oh my God, you know nothing about the real world. Most of you spent less time in school than Greta Thunberg. Oh God, she's something else, ain't she? So if you win, come up here, accept your little award, thank your agent, thank your God, and fuck off. Yeah, that was good. That was good advice if they would have listened, except for they didn't, not even a little bit. It was perfect, because he tried to help these people before they open their mouth. But of course, they're not going to throw away their speeches. They're still going to talk about climate change and my body, my choice. And people are going to get annoyed with it. And people are going to tune out. But when Ricky Gervais takes the stage, people are going to listen. That's the difference. My God, it was so funny. I am glad to see, though, that Joker won. I really should not do videos in the morning. I talk way too much. I'm way too hyper. Anyways, I will see you guys in the next one. Let me know what you thought about this Ricky Gervais stuff. So funny. Bye-bye. Hey guys, I want to give a huge shout out to my Subscribestar and Patreons. You guys literally make this channel possible. Black Knight Fool, Brucey, Chris C, Dave Ross, David L, Jeffrey Allen Carnes, Sanjuro, Jeremy Burtz, Joe Bustify, Kato Roan, Magical Exotic Diamonds, Mighty Pauls, Mike Buckner, Robert, Steve Glasker, Timothy French, Ala's Matt Films, Alexander Trapp, Way Else One, and Troy Reiser. You guys are absolutely amazing, and I want to say thank you to each and every one of you. Don't forget to subscribe and like on the way out, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.